Welcome back to the Pokemon League World Championships battle between Wally and Raihan. For Wally we have Rosered, Talonflame, Azumarill, Magnezone, Garchomp and Mega Galerd, his usual team. And the now usual team for Raihan is Gigalith, Flygon, Sandaconda, Turtonator, Goodra and Duraludon. Leading with Rosered for Wally, this battle gets underway very quickly. It's Gigalith for Raihan. The Sandstorm is set up by Gigalith, the Toxic Spikes are set up by Rosered, and the Stealth Rocks are set up by Gigalith. Switching into the Turtonator, who will be poisoned by those Toxic Spikes. And Rosered will pile on another level of Toxic Spikes. That will give any Pokemon that switches into them Toxic Poison, which will stack up. In comes the Garchomp on those rocks. Not a lot of damage dealt, and not a lot of damage dealt to Garchomp by the Fire Blast from Turtonator. An Outrage will take Turtonator down, as it takes Sandstorm and Poison damage. In comes the Duraludon, Steel type's immune to anything Poison. Outrage, massive damage to Duraludon with a critical hit there, Dragon Pulse. Garchomp will actually take that Dragon Pulse barely. And it will break through the confusion and take Duraludon down with Earthquake. A 2 Pokemon lead for Wally now. Levitate with Flygon is immune to those spikes and Outrage will take it down. And Garchomp with 3 Pokemon dealt with now. In comes the Gigalith for Raihan. Just under half of Gigalith's health gone. And Garchomp is finally taken down, but the Rusket and the Rocky Helmet and the Poison will do big damage to that Gigalith. In comes the Azumarill now for Wally, switching into the Goodra, who is poisoned, toxic poisoned by those Toxic Spikes. Aqua Jet, not a lot of damage dealt to Goodra, and it is lowering Azumarill speed as well. Fire Blast not very effective against Azumarill. Ice Spinner does big damage into Goodra, but it will take it. Focus Blast will not do much damage to Azumarill either. This Goodra does not seem to have any moves for Azumarill, who is getting slower and slower thanks to Gooey. In comes the Sandaconda now, will be toxic poisoned by those Toxic Spikes. Oh, but Talonflame takes massive damage from the rocks, but is immune to the Earthquake from Sandaconda, which would have done big damage into the Azumarill. Flare Blast does decent damage into Sandaconda, but Talonflame is taken down by Earthquake. But those Toxic Spikes, the Toxic from those spikes, will start to stack up on Sandaconda as Azumarill takes damage from the rocks. Heals with a Citrus Berry. Aqua Jet brings Sandaconda to very low health, but Outrage. Sandaconda locked into Outrage. It's a great switch from Wally to take no damage with the Azumarill, and the Toxic will take Sandaconda down, and Aqua Jet will finish this battle with just Gigalith left. And it's a big 4 Pokemon win for Wally, with Azumarill doing a lot of the work there at the end, and Garchomp giving Wally a massive lead over Raihan. And those Toxic Spikes caused a lot of problems. A lot of problems, doing big damage to Gigalith and taking down the Sandaconda, bringing Gigalith into Aqua Jet range for Azumarill to pick it up right at the end. And it's a big 4 Pokemon win for Wally over Raihan.